what is this? A tennis ball, green in color, spherical in shape. We can see, we can play, and we can catch. We can do it. But Sarah cannot. Now, who's Sarah? Sarah is a young girl who was born with visual impairment, which made her life difficult. She couldn't do basic activities, basic household chores. She couldn't study the way we study. She couldn't drive, she couldn't use phone. Her life was miserable. If you want to imagine what Sarah would have experienced, just imagine coming to this auditorium with your eyes closed. Or just imagine a day without your phone. Scary. But thanks to AI, when her life got dramatically changed, when she got a pair of smart glasses powered by AI's computer vision. Now with these digital eyes, she was able to recognize the world, recognize faces, signs, signals, and her life got a new meaning. A new life with independence and confidence. This is one of the stories how AI is changing lives. AI is going to change the world. AI has the power to bring paradigm shifts in the way organizations and individuals work, and it will amplify their abilities and impact. AI is going to change lives. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and my dear beneficiaries of AI, thank you for joining in as we embark on a journey into the world of intelligent automation and artificial intelligence. What exactly is AI? AI is nothing but a simulation of human actions and feelings. And AI is growing dramatically and drastically. And it will keep on growing. You will keep on witnessing things which you have never thought of, never heard of. Because we are going to ride a new wave of industrial revolution, which will be fueled by AI. See, every industrial revolution was fueled by some themes, some driving forces. And this Industrial Revolution 5.2 is propelled by AI. If you want to deep dive into Industrial Revolution 5.2, let's take a look at the history of industrial revolutions. The first industrial revolution, that started in the late 18th century to the early 19th century, had a theme called mechanization. With using steam energy, water energy, there was a transition from handmade products to machine-based manufacturing. In the second industrial wave, which started in the late 19th century to the early 20th century, had a theme called electrification, where these machines were powered by electricity and there were assembly lines and we could produce things in mass, so there was mass production. The third industrial wave had a theme called computerization, which was powered by computers and internet, which enabled humans to offload a lot of complex calculations, paper-based entries to computers. And that age was the foundation age of entering the digital journey. And the fourth industrial revolution, in which we are currently living in, has a theme called digitalization, which has a convergence of multiple digital technologies like IoT, robotics, big data, and quantum computing. The fifth industrial revolution, some say it has already started, is a theme called integration, where the deep and tight integration of multiple cutting-edge technologies through the coupling of hardware components and software programming, we're able to create products which are touchless, faceless, autonomous, cashless, paperless, and unfortunately mindless. So let's understand Industrial Revolution with a few domains. Let's start with agriculture. Agriculture has always been the backbone of civilizations and it has witnessed all industrial days. But still today, the traditional farming, in India especially, we have a very high dependence on external factors like rain, temperature, atmosphere. And those things decide how much GDP are we going to have this year and how many farmers are going to commit suicide this year. If it will not rain, you will see such news coming in plenty. But how AI can help? Imagine a field where drone is flying at the top, keeping an eye on things like irrigation needs, crop status, crops health, ripening status. With all that information, the farmers will have informed decision making to take necessary decisions. And if required, will reach a stage where we can rain artificial rain. In Dubai and China, it is already in place. And you'll be surprised to know, and very happy to know, that in India, in June 2023, IIT Kanpur has successfully conducted a POC, proof of concept of artificial rain, using a technology called cloud seeding. So the future of agriculture is going to be extraordinary. Let's talk about a different domain. Let's talk about automobile manufacturing. In traditional factories today, we see a lot of dependence on human workforce. Even though there are robots, there are human workforce working to assemble the products, the items, the commodities on those assembly lines. So we are still not able to reach the highest potential of productivity. But going forward, with AI-driven robots, through coupling of hardware components and software programming, there will be AI-driven robots will be managing the entire show on their own, without involvement of any human being. The autonomous way of production. It is happening. In Tesla's gigafactories, there are AI-driven robots who are taking care of end-to-end operation and production of cars. In New Jersey, there is a company called Robo Burger, which has deployed AI-driven robots to make burgers. Let's talk about a different domain, which is not dealing with mechanics, machines, automation. Let's talk about creativity. When it comes to creativity, we think that human mind is the most agile thing. You can adapt. But you always think that AI will not be able to catch up. But you'll be surprised to know that an AI-built painting called Edmund D. Bellamy was auctioned at a whopping amount of $432,000 US. And you know how this AI building was built? It was built using algorithms which ingested data and designs of last 100 years. And after that ingestion, the AI built that masterpiece. You always think that it's Ernest Hussein and Picasso who are at the highest pinnacle of creativity, but AI is catching up and will create a wave in that domain as well. Now we see that AI is getting into all spheres, all domains, all functional areas. And it will continue to do that. The AI's dominance will continue to grow. Because there are AI experiment researchers which are happening, and this will make AI more powerful and more stronger. And with great power comes great responsibility. But the world is not full of responsible people. There will always be two sets of people, correct? Good people with constructive mind and bad people with destructive mind. Good people are those people who created ChatGPT, the messiah of all students and working professionals. But then there are bad people who created chaos GPT, an evil AI which will cause destruction to humanity. In future, the weapon of the future will not be these arms and ammunition or even these bioweapons. The weapon of the future could be as simple as your mobile phone, on which a text will come. You open that text, an application will get installed, which may heat your phone to such a level that your phone will explode. Scary? So the world going forward will demand a responsible AI. And the responsible AI will always have human benefits at its epicenter. But then there's a catch. You will agree that the more AI we are using, even if responsibly we are becoming addicted to artificial intelligence. There are studies and theories which prove that we are losing our natural intelligence and we are becoming mentally handicapped. Now, it's a threat to human evolution. And not just this threat, there are threats like AI eating jobs, biases in the algorithm, or data privacy issues, which sum up together to create such a big threat that it can cause irreversible changes to our society. In the earlier industrial revolutions, we have witnessed a few social and environmental changes which we cannot reverse now. Social changes like family disintegration, community divide, environmental issues like industrial pollution, use of plastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the time while the shape of the trajectory is taking place, we proceed cautiously and consciously while keeping two prime principles of humanity at its center: human centricity and human inclusivity. Going forward, the world should have human and robot collaboration in such a manner that both these parties, human and AI-driven robots, they work in a symbiotic relationship, complementing each other's strength and enabling productivity, accuracy in a joint manner. We are going to adapt and adopt a lot of robots going forward. The automation industry is heavily investing in software robots and hardware robots. And it is the demand because the organizations understood that with just the human workforce, the organizations cannot survive. They have seen it while COVID-19. During COVID-19, we saw there was a decline in the GDP. Operations were shut. People didn't come to their offices. Going forward, there will be two sets of workforces: human workforce and digital workforce, which will be working together in an ecosystem. The organizations are making themselves ready because you never know. COVID-25 may come, COVID-31 may come, but they are preparing for the future. And in the future, just like we have CIO, CMO, CTO, there will be someone called CBO, Chief Bot Officer. Both these people will work in tandem to create productivity and accuracy in a joint manner. And if the data has to be utilized effectively along with artificial intelligence, there should be a world where the products and the services of the future cater individual needs as per individual desire. For example, creating a learning module in our education system where bases the grasping level of the student, bases the acumen, bases the mental state, the modules are created to challenge the one-size-fits-all education, to an extent limit the growth and potential of students who are not able to catch up the way other students do. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the verge of industrial revolution, and while we are seeing autonomous, touchless, faceless products being produced in a race, in a plenty, We must acknowledge that the real power of AI is not about what it can do, or it's not just about the line of code, or not just about technology. The real power of AI will enable humans to dream bigger, reach farther, and build a future which is definitely awe-inspiring but profoundly human. While we stand at this intersection of human ingenuity and technological advancement, we must acknowledge that going forward, the technology should help humans to grow a future, to unlock new possibilities and reach new heights, but keeping human touch, empathy, natural intelligence, and offline conversations in the center. So Sarah's story was one of the testaments how AI can change lives. So let's create more such Sarahs. Let's create more such stories. Stories of transformation, stories of revolution, stories of empowerment, and stories of limitless human spirit. Thank you.